There's just something about an industrial-style cafe that draws you in. The moment you step inside, you're greeted by a unique blend of old-world charm and modern aesthetics. Maybe it's the warmth of exposed brick against sleek metal accents. The contrast creates a visually appealing environment that feels both rugged and refined. Or perhaps it's the way Edison bulb lighting casts a cozy glow on rustic wooden tables. These bulbs, with their vintage filaments, add a nostalgic touch that makes the space feel timeless. Whatever it is, industrial cafes have become a haven for coffee lovers and design enthusiasts alike. They offer a retreat from the hustle and bustle of everyday life, a place where you can unwind and enjoy the simple pleasures. These spaces offer a unique blend of raw, unfinished elements with cozy, inviting touches. The juxtaposition of rough textures and soft furnishings creates a balanced atmosphere that is both stimulating and relaxing. They celebrate the beauty of imperfection and the honesty of materials in their most natural form. Exposed brick, metal beams, and reclaimed wood tell a story of authenticity and craftsmanship. Walking into an industrial cafe is like stepping into a piece of living history, reimagined for the modern world. These spaces often incorporate historical architectural features, blending the old with the new in a seamless harmony. There's a sense of community and creativity that seems to permeate these spaces. They attract a diverse crowd, from artists and writers to entrepreneurs and students, all seeking a place to connect and collaborate. Maybe it's the open floor plans that encourage conversation, or the aroma of freshly brewed coffee filling the air. The layout fosters interaction, making it easy to strike up a conversation with a stranger or catch up with friends. Whatever the reason, one thing is certain. Industrial cafes have become much more than just places to grab a caffeine fix. They are sanctuaries of creativity and relaxation where ideas flow as freely as the coffee. They've evolved into vibrant hubs for connection and inspiration. In these spaces, the lines between work and leisure blur, creating a dynamic environment that nurtures both productivity and relaxation. To understand the charm of industrial cafes, it helps to understand their roots. These spaces are more than just trendy spots. They are a nod to a rich history of industrial design and architecture. The industrial design movement emerged in the mid-20th century during a time of significant change. This era saw a shift from handcrafted goods to mass production, and factories became the heart of this transformation. As factories and warehouses became obsolete, people began to see the beauty in their utilitarian design. These structures, once symbols of industry, were now seen as canvases for creativity and innovation. Exposed brick walls, once hidden behind plaster, became a statement of history and authenticity. The rough texture and warm tones of the bricks added character and a sense of nostalgia to modern spaces. Steel beams and ductwork, once purely functional, took on a sculptural quality. These elements, left exposed, highlighted the raw beauty of industrial materials and the craftsmanship of the past. This repurposing of industrial spaces gave rise to a new aesthetic, one that celebrated the beauty of raw materials and the elegance of function. The juxtaposition of old and new created a unique and inviting atmosphere. The trend began in urban lofts and apartments, where large, open spaces lent themselves well to the industrial aesthetic. These spaces offered a blank canvas for designers to experiment with textures and materials. Soon, restaurants, shops, and eventually cafes began to embrace this raw, unpretentious style. The industrial aesthetic became synonymous with modernity and a break from overly polished interiors. What started as a necessity, using what was available and affordable, evolved into a sought-after aesthetic that spoke to a desire for authenticity and simplicity. Today, industrial design continues to inspire, blending the past with the present in a seamless and stylish way. Industrial cafe design is all about striking a balance between rough and refined, masculine and feminine. It's about letting the history of a space shine through while adding touches of warmth and personality. So, what are the key elements that define this style? First and foremost are the raw, unfinished materials. Exposed brick walls, concrete floors, and metal accents are all hallmarks of the industrial look. These elements provide a sense of history and texture, creating a backdrop that feels both grounded and edgy. But it's not just about industrial grit. The key is to soften these hard edges with natural elements like wood and leather. Reclaimed wood tables, leather armchairs, and vintage rugs add warmth and character, creating a space that feels inviting and lived in. Plants are another essential element, bringing life and a touch of softness to the industrial landscape. As with all things in design, the industrial aesthetic continues to evolve. One of the most exciting developments in recent years is the focus on sustainability. Today, industrial cafes are embracing eco-friendly materials and practices, proving that style and sustainability can go hand in hand. Reclaimed and salvaged materials are, of course, a natural fit for the industrial look. Repurposed factory windows, vintage lighting fixtures, and salvaged wood furniture all add character and history while minimizing environmental impact. But it's not just about using what's already there. Modern industrial cafes are also incorporating sustainable building materials like bamboo, cork, and recycled plastics. Energy-efficient lighting, water-saving fixtures, and living walls are becoming increasingly common, demonstrating a commitment to creating spaces that are as kind to the planet as they are stylish. Section 5, the industrial palette, earthy, muted, and timeless. The color palette of an industrial cafe is just as important as the materials themselves. The goal is to create a sense of warmth and intimacy within the raw, unfinished space. Think earthy, muted tones inspired by nature and the industrial landscape itself. Neutrals like grey, black, and white provide a clean backdrop, allowing the textures and materials to take center stage. Warm browns, found in wood and leather accents, add a sense of rustic charm. Deep greens, often incorporated through plants, bring a touch of life and energy to the space. Metallics, like copper, brass, and iron, add warmth and a touch of glamour. These can be incorporated through lighting fixtures, furniture accents, or even exposed ductwork. The key is to use metallics sparingly, allowing them to pop against the neutral backdrop. Section 6, Tech meets texture, modern influences in industrial design. While industrial design is rooted in history, it's not afraid to embrace modern influences. In fact, technology and contemporary design trends are breathing new life into the industrial aesthetic, creating spaces that are both functional and forward-thinking. One example is the integration of technology in a way that complements rather than overpowers the industrial aesthetic. Think sleek, minimalist Wi-Fi signs, discrete charging stations built into tables, and even interactive digital displays that blend seamlessly with the raw, textured surroundings. Furniture design is also evolving. While vintage and reclaimed pieces will always have a place in industrial spaces, contemporary designers are reinterpreting industrial style with cleaner lines and more sustainable materials. Think sleek metal chairs with comfortable upholstered seats or modular seating systems that can be reconfigured to suit different needs. For Section 7, more than a latte, industrial cafes as community hubs. In 2024, industrial cafes are about much more than just coffee and croissants. These spaces have evolved into multifunctional venues that cater to a variety of needs and interests. They've become vital community hubs, offering a place for people to connect, collaborate, and find inspiration. Whether you're meeting friends, holding a business meeting, or simply looking for a quiet place to work, these cafes provide the perfect environment. The open floor plans, communal tables, and relaxed atmosphere encourage interaction and a sense of belonging. The design fosters a welcoming environment where conversations flow easily and new connections are made. Many industrial cafes are going beyond simply providing Wi-Fi and power outlets. They are integrating technology seamlessly into their spaces, ensuring that patrons have everything they need to stay connected and productive. They're hosting events, workshops, and even co-working spaces, further solidifying their role as community centers. From art exhibitions to tech meetups, these cafes are becoming cultural hotspots. These spaces are attracting a diverse crowd, from freelancers and entrepreneurs to artists and students, all drawn to the creative energy and sense of community. The mix of people and ideas creates a dynamic atmosphere that is both stimulating and inclusive. The industrial aesthetic itself contributes to this feeling of community. The raw, unfinished elements give the space a unique character that is both modern and timeless. The raw, unpretentious surroundings create a sense of equality and approachability. There's no need for pretension here. Everyone is on the same level, making it easy to strike up a conversation with a stranger. It's a space where everyone feels welcome, regardless of their background or profession. The inclusive atmosphere ensures that these cafes remain vibrant and relevant, serving as true community hubs in every sense of the word. Section 8. The future of industrial chic, enduring style and evolving values. The industrial aesthetic has come a long way from its factory floor origins. What began as a utilitarian design movement has transformed into a global phenomenon, embraced for its timeless appeal and adaptability. While the core elements of exposed brick, metal accents and natural materials remain, the industrial style continues to evolve, reflecting our changing values and priorities. The focus on sustainability, community and technology ensures that industrial cafes will remain relevant and inspiring for years to come. As we move forward, expect to see even more creative interpretations of this versatile style. Industrial cafes will continue to push the boundaries of design, incorporating innovative materials, cutting-edge technology and a deep commitment to creating spaces that are both beautiful and responsible. And that's something we can all raise a mug to.